Conversations.
Welcome back, guys, from that short break. This is the segment where we talk about bold advice.
People's experiences
You know,
and
it's
problems.
a refreshing Sunday evening, and I'm sipping on my wine, as you can see.
Talking about that Sunday evening, please, you can...
Oh, by the way, I hope you guys are doing the same while watching the show. Well, we have a letter from one of our viewers, as usual, as we do every Sunday evening. Well, this one says, picking up... Oh, good evening. I hope you guys are having a lovely evening. Well, how we should...
Of course, sir.
Definitely. I had a very tragic experience concerning your topic today. The day I got married wasn't a happy day for me. Oh, okay, now I think that is serious. Let me put this down. Okay, he said I've been dating my husband for 2 years, and for those 2 years, I refused from having sex.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I was still a virgin. And I have always wanted my husband to be the first.
Man to touch her.
Yeah, and it should happen on my wedding night.
Faint.
Okay, so he understood with me and waited. But 2 months before our wedding, I went out with my friends at night and they slipped something into my drink. Yeah, they put something in her drink. Because
That's
they
why
do
this
complain.
shaggy-
Yeah, because they do complain I'm not flexible and I do not mingle with male friends they come with or we hang out with most times. The next thing I knew was finding myself in bed of a man naked with blood all
I
over
think
my
it was
thigh.
a house party. It's a house party. They drag the cakes, they drag the drinks, they drag the snacks. Yes, that's what
Really?
happens there.
Now I woke up with blood all over
Most
my
of the times
thigh,
they don't allow phones.
all over my thigh and the bed sheet, and I was in pains. I went to the hospital, got myself cleaned up, but the biggest part was how to tell my husband.
That she had been raped. In other words, she was raped.
There has been, what has happened to me. Already, he was never in support of the kind of friends I keep. So already, it was so hard to tell him the truth. So I kept it to myself and allowed everything to play out with fate. But he found out on the night of our wedding that I was no longer a virgin. He was so much in anger, and after like 3 days, he went back to my parents' house, called me all sort of names in their presence, and requested a return of everything he had taken on my regards. Now, after 8 months, he's back apologizing and saying he wants us back after figuring out what truly happened.
Wait, did he take the things back?
That was what happened. He said he went back, called us sort of
Proceed.
names and wanted the things back. Now, after he figured what really happened, my anger is, yes, he was pained, but was going back to my parents to demand back stuff really necessary, not to talk of the shame and embarrassment he put me through. I still love him, but how can I forgive such?
Okay. I think if I was to blame this man, I would blame him less.
You
Why?
blame him less.
Less, you know,
Okay.
yeah. That's why I say there's always a reason as to why most of the things happen in this life. Because this man is paying all that bride price with all the excitement. I'm going to be the first person on this woman. For 2 years, they have not eaten things because he's expecting, you know, to eat it fast
First, by the
and
way.
fast with her on their wedding night.
No.
And then unfortunately, she didn't tell her. I don't blame her as well because maybe she wanted, she wanted to, you know, protect herself until maybe the wedding day, because the man could have cancelled the wedding.
But I always
then-
tell people, I always tell you guys, if you're getting married, tuleme kufumbira just because nti ofumbira, but let's get friends. tufune omuntu fumbira omuntu nga mukwano gwo, because when someone is your friend osomunga mat, you know what, ABCD kino no way kino kintuuseeko, teri kintu nga gwe gwe kisoose okutuukako, teri kintu nga gwe kisoose okutuukako. Rina, you can explain when someone is your friend, osobola omubwira amazima.
Let me tell you something. Sophie, let me tell you something. You see, however close you are to your partner, your boyfriend, your husband, your girlfriend.
But what do you
let me tell you, there are those things.
Let me ask you.
It's okay. Whatever this one, I'll go with it to the best.
It's okay. Let me ask you.
Something that you cannot just explain to someone and they'll understand.
The chick was raped, right?
She was, but was he there to prove?
No, she was raped. Kati imagine nga afunye is affected over HIV or something. Ochitegera. Kati agenda mugamba nali virgin. Kati already like talina musango, cause omutewali musango munene kasoba ngo gwogedde. Kati okay. No, let me tell you. Kati muzemu ne mwagana cause they are still in love.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
Kati singa guy omwala ba infected at still nayonge.
I want to ask Sophie. I'm not supporting you on this.
No, before asking me, buli wobikirira ekibi ekira kyeyongera ko ne
let me ask you a question.
Abasajja basoba barazo omwana oyo naddamu ate ne baddamu mulaba ate narazo omulala. So what's that?
Let me ask you something, Sophie. You say marry your best friend, whatever, tell them whatever. If you cheat, can you tell your man?
I can't. You know why? Because I cheat responsibly. If I'm to cheat, like Manchester siyafe waka.
No, you've already answered
yourself. Let me tell you, Manchester siyafe waka. Nino jikuma. Nino manya nti I'm married. Nina okufayo kumanya nti ngenze mu kifo ekitoba bwekiti. Nino manya nti sina kufuna lubuto. I'm married, so kati ngamba wachi.
You gave me a good point.
There are those things you cannot speak. There are those things you cannot speak.
You gave me a good point at the beginning, which I wanted to support you. But you see, your after answer actually gave me a mixed feeling. But the truth is, I'll say this. She's wrong. I'll tell you why.
Why?
She should have told him. You know why? No. Well, now, let me tell you why she's wrong. Number one, you are a virgin. Which means, once he gets there, he notices immediately. So you have to tell. Now, if you weren't a virgin, if you're not a virgin, you can take it to your grave.
Tell him because
you can take it to your grave. When you're a virgin, he'll find out. So now, wait, okay, now, he went through with the virgin.
Maybe I'm also worried.
I hear waliyo obuntu obuzawo virginity.
No, wait a minute. Do you know, in defense, if this go viral, in defense, you came out to tell him this was what happened. That was what the story will be in the news, even if he canceled the wedding. But now he went through with the wedding and found out that you're not a virgin. Now in his head, the story he will paint is, oh, she's a slut. She has been lying to me. That is what that is what the news will paint on you. So which news is better? You coming out to tell you, oh, this is what happened to me when I went out with my friends.
The issue with trust is it's like a glass. They say trust is like a glass.
When it is
broken, once you break that trust,
ate good enough guy yayitayagala sako yachi guy kati nze ngiza nenkugamba nti omanyi mukwano giri emikwano bulijjo gyongamba mibi jankoyeseza kitobe kinebe this is what happened era mukwano sigenda kuddamu beera nabo ngenda beera omukyala
atukiridde. It is his choice either to stay
nga wejjako burden ku mutima.
Yeah, I know. Okay, she said what should she do? First of all,
no, she's not even asking what should they say. I still love him, but
go back to your
man. How can I forgive such?
No,
the fact that
she can't forgive.
No, why she's saying why can I forgive?
What's her name?
He went to the house. You know, sometimes words hits more. Calling her certain types of names.
Hits more
I
than
don't blame him.
I don't blame the guy too, by the way. I don't.
What's her name?
She didn't say her name.
Okay. My dear, I don't know what your name is, but whatever your name is, in the first place you were the wrong one, so you really have no right at all to even be mad. Busmani, you're mad. How can I forgive him? The guy is the one to forgive you, and the fact that he has come back, just grab your man and proceed with your marriage. Because
I'm not supporting you, by the way, but what if? No, I don't. Like, we talked about emotions. The man said some vile words to our parents and all that. We talked
about emotions. No, you guys, we talked about emotions. Sometimes people do things out of emotions. This guy has paid the money and the bride price, whatever the dowry, and on their wedding night, imagine their wedding night, realizes she's not a virgin.
Don't always talk when you're angry.
It depends, mukwano. It depends.
You tell him about the story of someone who told you that you're not supposed to cry.
You know what? If tuli basiramu, ya mama Muslim, proud Muslim. So, mudini yaffe tulina saying egamba nti omuntu aba afudde alhamdulillah Mungu tagera kibi amutute. So there is this seeka bafa batusomesa bagamba atokuba mulanga atokaaba abeera mukaka bakuyita kumira kola. So teriyo kaaba mudini yaffe just kulukusaako bwe kiba kisusse. So seeka ng'ajja ng'afiirwa maama we seeka yakuba omulanga wowe mama wange. You guys nga tonanyiga. So these things of simanya obusungu bavuga bati you walk away. Simanya you do what and what. Obusunga wakukutte wakukutte.
That's before
I'm not trying to defend her, but
you're defending the man.
No, I'm not. Yeah, the man. What the man did,
but just because wrong. Of her knees,
wasn't wrong. But sometimes you need to give someone a listening ear. Let them explain themselves. Not you're angry, but before you take action, first hear from this person.
No, Mike.
That was
Mike. The first wrong thing she did was
keeping it. I didn't support that. I didn't support that.
And I don't blame her much because certain things are really unspeakable. Like,
I blame her. By the way, let me blame her. The kind of friends you keep are also bad. Yes. Why will you move around with such a friend?
Let me tell you something. If my friends are bad and I've decided to, okay, yes,
they decide to move with them.
Listen, and
then they same feathers.
They say they flock together. But let me tell you, sometimes you need to let someone be. If she has been with those friends before you met her and she managed to keep herself a virgin, then why are you pushing her friends away?
That is what happened. She has managed to keep herself.
Okay, but now what happened?
Then the devil walked.
What happened?
Now what happened?
No, the other one was rape. Rape is rape.
No, you guys, let's be honest. Let's hit the nail by the head. Show me your friend and I'll tell you who you are. Birds of the season fairies flock together. You might have managed to keep yourself for the years you've kept yourself. That, okay, yes, and this and that. But there will be one day that you'll make that mistake. It's just like having a fornicator as a friend, right? One day you'll be depressed. You'll be in a mood whereby you feel like, let me even try what this person is doing. She didn't try it, but he tried it for her. That's the kind of friend she was moving with. Let's say, for example, I move with a womanizer.
So what you're trying to say
I'm your husband.
No,
wait, I'm your husband. Yeah? I move with a womanizer. My friend is a womanizer. Will you be happy about it? Let's be honest.
Okay, let me ask you.
No.
Let me ask you.
You won't want to keep that friend. So why are you supporting it?
Bane mikwano jeje jamtwala on party okufuna drugs oba like party je bagenda.
She didn't mention. She just said I went out with my friends. They slipped something into my drink. The next thing I did, I woke up with a man.
I went out with my friends.
Yeah.
With my friends. In a house.
I don't know. I was not there.
Mikey must have been
Maybe
there.
It was a house party. My friends
okay, no. Okay, the truth is, I've also had this story before. They went to a club, and it was also the same thing. They slipped excess into a drink. Well, luckily for her, the guy took her to her place, but he didn't touch her. But she didn't know what happened. But she was, I don't know if anything happened, but she told me nothing happened. Told me nothing happened. When she woke up, her clothes was still intact.
Before blaming
sometimes some people are actually high or with
Michael,
you don't know what happened.
Guys, let's give this lady our advices so that we go for the short break, because I'm telling you, we are going to spend the whole night here talking and talking. We know ourselves, don't we?
My advice is, mukwano, what you do is omusajja omusonyiwe. Oba yatwala ebintu oba yakola ki musonyiwe, because first of all mwena muli bakyamu, but tetuli mu nsi muno kufuuka nti twesalira emisango Katonda yagisigaza, and buli muntu asobya, you get. So wasobya tukwita kwokya, wayokya ne guy nayokya, so mukwatagane, you get. And we need friends however bad they are. Wabanga atayi kugambye nti kola kino kibi oba kibi, osokungana emikwano naye nga gina kye ginyamba oba kye sawo. So oba okyagala omusajjawo, it's okay, genda oddeyo naye. N'omusajja oba oyagala omukyalawo, genda obeere naye. Mwesonyiwe. And mubireke, you move on.
That's life.
Yes, you enjoy life.
You know?
You told me I give you my advice. I remembered something. And the thing is, I know you can't answer me, but I want to ask you guys, like, during the course where the man realized that it wasn't what he meant to be, did he finish before he got angry?
Amma, you conclude with
no, that's too personal.
Anyway, let me be frank. You've actually served that man for 2 years. So his reaction was, somebody that has waited and, put his mind on something and now found out that it was wrong. So you're the wrong person here, my dear. And lastly, I think the advice is you don't need anybody to tell you what to do. You've said it yourself. I still love him. Just look at the bigger picture. You hurt him so bad and he reacted. Okay? He realized it and is back for you. It means he still loves you too. So you guys just pick up the pieces from where you stopped. Just as simple as
anyway, the question is he going to pay the dowry back? What? Is he going to pay the dowry back? Because I mean, he collected it.
He will pay.
Now, are you
as long as love away, because they both love each other.
So are they going to do the functions again? What? Because the man collected his things. Anyway, I think in the first place, sometimes it's good to torch ourselves. Mu Buganda bagamba like wekube torch before you pick nga tonaba kujja kajonjo ku liiso lya muntu. Before I pick the dirt in your eye, I should first clean my eye. So, madam, you were wrong. I don't blame you because, I mean, this that happened, you didn't wish for it to happen to you. It happened when you were unconscious, but still opening up to the people that we love sometimes is very good. I know sometimes there is that conversation that you really don't want to talk about because senganga inache yangamba nti omwami ne mubanga muli basanyufu batya waliwo kyolina okwesigalizaamu obwama bwa family or things like
those
that.
Are family issues.
Don't mention everything.
Those are just family issues.
Auntie, you see the problem is sometimes they use those words or those stories against us. So that's why they tell us. Family or not.
But this is between me and him.
Auntie,
yes,
I'm telling you.
Give her your advice. Let's
okay,
hear what people are saying.
Listen. There are those things, even if about me, that sometimes it's not good to tell your spouse because later they'll use it against you. But still, for that, you were wrong not to tell him, and you don't even have to overreact if he came, for that dowry because he was acting out of emotions, man. He waited for 2 years. You know the patience to wait, and then when that night comes, and he reaches there and really. So anyway, you don't have to blame him much. Just, I think if you still love him and the fact that he has come back means he still has feelings for you, emotions for you. So just find ways of working it out. I believe you guys can work it out. So guys, we are going to go for a short break. We have to see really what our viewers saying about this. The conversation is, would you really say it is right for someone to pick back the dowry that they have paid, or maybe call it bride price? Is it really right for someone to pick it? Tell us what you think.
Abalayi bafe balungi aboard reactions segment yaffe etuuse gye musinga okunyumira right. Leero twakoledde Makaire Kikoni ku mulamwa gwaffe mwagutegedde bulungi. Omwana omuwala bwe yandibadde nga ano omulenzi yandizizaayo ebintu byabwe oba nedda. Okay, kati abaaba eno bagamba batya?
Amannya Kagwa yasalima omukyala Musonga.
Kakati amukkiriziganya ne bana abasajja abamala okuwasa abantu ate najja mbunano n'ebintu bye ng'olwokuba omukyala anobye mbw aba akoze empisa embi anobye mbu ye n'akomawo mu bazadde be n'ano n'ebintu
nga bamaze nga bbanga ki
kisinziira ne bwe liba bbanga ki
anti era n'abawala naffe tetuli feeya oyinza otya okumala okulya ebintu bya muno n'ogamba mbugwateko oveeyo
kati kyogamba ye aba abadde talina byamukolera
aba abiyina naye olaba omuntu tolina wakutwala sooka okiveemu nga tonagira nekyo valaba era nkubuuzizza nti kisinziira maze naye ebbanga ki
kati gwoba n'omwana ow'obuwala omusajja nano n'ebintu byo bimuwa
sibimuwa
mami kati kana akapiiri ke bayitaala
ono abeera Kristi naye wa Alpha.
Okay, kakati wamma bw'oba ofumbiza omwana osobola mukkiriza okulya ebintu n'amala ate n'anoba
Kisinziira muntu ki?
Kandi omuntu w'otuukira okufumbirwa era omuntu aba yeeyolwa bw'oba ofumbirwa.
Anti abamu bafumbirwa okuba omuntu nga tamwagala lwakuba oli alina ssente baki
anti kati lwaki kati ate omwami omwana wo bwano ate omwami najjano n'ebintu osobola bimuddiza
kisinzira tusooka batuuza ne tulaba ki ekibaddewo wakati naye si kumala gamba batwale
kati tuli ku mwana ow'obuwala nga ye mwana wo azze agamba nze siddayo naye ng'ebintu mwabirya dda omusajja agamba batadda nze mumpe ebintu byange
omwana kyasalawo
ate waba wa bulenzi nga yewe olwaki temulina kisa naye nze ne ndabanga bikima amma bikima ebintu ng'olina omwana n'afumbirwa kati bwamala ofumbirwa bati ebintu babireese mumaze obiryawo gabiddeko baganda bokoze ki ng'omwana anuba ng'omusajja agamba waayi taata mpa ebintu byange obimuddiza
tekisoboka
naye bannange
tekisoboka
ate lwaki oba obigaanira ng'omwana wo tafumbiddwayo
anti aba tafumbiddwayo naye era kiba si kyampisa
okay imagine omwana wo kale omwana wo mulenzi nga si muwala nga mbutuufu omuwala ze n'afumbayo emyezi egi n'agamba
era agenda ogamba nti avaayo wabeerawo waliwo obutakkaanya oba waliwo obuzibu teri muntu abeera wantu ng'afunawo emirembe n'agamba nti kaave
kyenabagambye eyo mu show nembaga ate eri walungi we bava manya bampita Sophie Nagi
bampita Medi
amma Medi kati katugeze tukwataganye
mpulira
onsiimye nkututewa tata wange owaddeyo ebintu omaze obbiwaayo n'ekyanze emyezi 2 ngamba nze ŋŋenda era neŋŋenda
n'ogenda
kati kyogamba oddayo wasezaalawo n'omugamba
bino nayo bulungi nnyo ate mba mukambwe nnyo
kudiru
n'akamasu kange basikalina
kudiru ki kyogamba nze mba mbadde sibadde eweewo nga mbe nina byenkola
obadde onondekedde
obadde nkuwoleza engoye obadde ng'obeera nange buli kiro obadde nkugolera like I give you peace of mind ng'ogenda okukola bitebimala
nze kyewange nedda
nina ekintawanyaamu wammaye kati in case owasizza omuwala wammaye owasizza omuwala kati kale mu myezi ng'ebiri ne bitagenda bulungi naye ng'ogenze ewaabwe n'osasulayo ebintu wamma kati omuwala bw'agenda wamma osogenda ewa sezaala wo wamma n'ojjayo ebintu wamma
kati kisinziira ku mbeera etuleetedde okwawukana
nsobola okuba nga nze nga olutuuse n'osasula ebintu nze ne sisobola kati neŋŋenda
kati kisinziira kikyotasobola kibuzibu ki
anti kati olaba omuntu omutegeera obulungi mukwano ng'omaze okugenda naye mu bufumbo kati nze nsobola otuuka ewaka ng'omeketa amannyo ekyo kyokka ne kinzijjako ne ŋŋamba nze nzirayo ewaffe kati oddayo mbu wasezaalawo nonono ebintu sezaalawo omulungi eyakuzaala
okusinziira ku ndowooza yange entono kiyinza okumbeerera ekizibu okuddayo
monga nene weebuuza lwaki muba muddayo ne mukima abasajja ebintu basajjamu
kuba mu myezi 2 wayinza okubaawo ebitagenze bulungi kituufu naye
okitegeera obadda kyembagamba abantu basebo ne banyabo mbajjeko engalo byabawagizi baffe bagamba katuddeyo tulabe mukulikeyo nnyo abalungi bange mukulikeyo mu bold reactions nga bwe mbagisingira omubagamba nti paati esinga okuba ennungi paati bannange gye tubeeyanzaako nnyo okubeera nga wow like mutukkiriza ne tujja ne tubatawaanya mwebale nnyo mwebalire ddala ndowooza you know like eva mukitegedde nti abantu babeera on my side mbadde era ngenda kugamba nti mubeewuliriddeko they on my side
which side really oliko madde
babeera ku side yetuufu eva
wamma mwebale tugulira birowoozo byammwe Sophie abeesibangako it's okay anyway so we have to wind up the show. You know, we would have loved so much to stay here with you. Banange twagala okubeeti ebeekerawo mu maaso nga mutula ku TV zammwe naye akadde tuba tulina obasiibula. So Sophie, mbuulira nga tumaliriza show eno because it's going to continue on social media platforms, but gwenga gwe waneeno abantu babuli akagambo kakasembayo.
Dawari. Nze first of all ngenda bannazaala atasagirwako. You know why? Omwana takuzika. Okitegeera. Togenda twala mwana wange just because ogenda kumuwasa weefule nti no muzadde. Okitegeera. Bwe mala okuzaala omwana oyo ngenda kugula ekizimbe ekikomera ekinene nte n'embwa. Bw'okkiriza n'ojja n'otwala omwana wange todda. Cause tewali walungi we wava. Omwana wange waba avuddeyo todda nti simanya cause like eyo time just spendinze nawe jiwe ekitiibwa oba tojiwadde ekitiibwa genda ofuna abalala abakazi bangi cause sigenda kuforcinga muntu kuleeta bintu but era still we bana ababirese njagala bibeere nga bingi. Yes, that's all.
Anyway, Sophie ngoli mukambwe muko. Yeah, wacho oba mukambwe. Leo nyiridde ani yakoze ka makeup wako.
Wow. As I'm looking so nice, you can see Beauty by Kimani yakolako banange. Mumuwagire mwana mulungi yakola makeup omulungi as you can see.
Nange yanyiriza.
How do I look? Yatukolako.
Tewemolera abantu baffe. Tewemolera abantu baffe. Mike, you know, give us that last review. That's who she is. Have you forgotten?
Oh, well, number one, no matter the circumstances of the situation, I feel dowry should be a sacrifice, a loss that you inquire, you get. As long as it's not alarming, because clearly there's some dowries that are really alarming. They want to go back. But as long as it's not alarming, just see it as a loss. Things happen. Don't react based on what is supposed. Yeah, you have to act like a big man. Okay, things happen. Just know, like, dowry shouldn't be gone. You shouldn't request it. It's disrespectful to yourself. Imagine going back to your in-law telling them you want your things back. It really shouldn't be. Things happen. Just move on. Okay, let's say, what if it's not dowry and you actually get to lose some investment somewhere? How can you get it back? You can't. So let's just say that. To me, I feel it shouldn't be. Shouldn't be. Well, and lastly, for this beautiful evening, and for the beautiful setup, we say a big thank you to Dream Sets. Located in Boise. At least they made this setup a bit beautiful.
Looking nice in a beautiful
thank you to
place.
them. It's the best place to hang out, by the way. They have nice hospitality. What is it called? You can really look for a time to sit.
We even have
Courtesy. That was from them as well. So yeah. You can actually check out their location. Yeah. You know, Boise. It's a very, very nice place.
Did he say Boise?
Boise. It's Boise.
Nigerian.
My dear, you know what I mean. So
anyway, we have to go. It's been an amazing time having you watch us on the show. And by the way, I just want to thank you so much for always sparing off time to come and watch us, to go on that YouTube and watch live, because there are some people who can't access BTM, you know. But they go on YouTube and they follow. There are those on TikTok who are always liking, commenting. Please never stop doing that. So to give my final review, maybe about the topic, I want to say that first of all, like I said, there are some women who are taking this as a business to collect different gifts and dowry, bride price, call it whatever.
If it's a business,
from different men, it is wrong.
Business here.
No, your business in charm. It's very wrong. Please, you need to stop doing that. And then for the men, like I said, there is always a reason as to why this woman is leaving you. If at all it's not, there's always a reason as to why this woman is leaving you that early. But also, abachala tu igeno kuguma, and let's just respect each other. I don't think it is right for a man to go back and pick that dowry. But like I said, it depends on the reason, and some reasons are usually valid. Well, as you can see, Sophie mentioned, you know, we're looking good because of makeup by Kimani, but also the picture quality. As you can see, I'm all looking glamorous. I'm looking fresh. You know, I'm looking so clean. It's because Destiny Productions are the ones that are behind the production. By the way, you're going to realize a lot of difference because these people are so good. In our show, you're going to see the difference. And I urge you all, in case you have, you know, a function, you have live band and you want it to be recorded, you know, streaming live, anything that can be streamed live, they can do all that. Cinematography, videography, perfect photography, name it. It's a lot that they are doing, really. So I want to just say thank you so much, Destiny Productions, and also a big thank you to our, BTM TV for always, airing the show on Sundays, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. and repeats are usually on Wednesdays, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. again. And go on those social media platforms. Like I said, the conversation is broad, so we cannot say it all here. Let us, continue or proceed with the conversation, with the argument, with the sharing of views in the comment sections on our social media platforms. That is YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, name it. Share, like, subscribe, and we shall be very glad. Once again, we say, as the Power Tribe, thank you so much. Thank you so much for hanging there, and we want to wish you all a good night. Bye-bye.
Bold Conversations returns next Sunday at 8 p.m. on BTM TV. We transform.